Alright, class, today we're going to learn about the mole, how to convert using grams, moles, and atoms. You can see a picture of a mole lab scientist on the top, and how a mole is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd grams. Okay, a mole is considered a counting unit, just like a dozen or a pair of shoes, meaning two. Except the 12, it's 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. That's 23 zeros after the 2. It's named in honor of Amadeo Avogadro, who studied quantities of gases. He determined no matter how much gas it was, it had the same number of molecules present. So, if 1 mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd number of particles, you could use that as a conversion factor, and you could also write it flipped, depending on what unit you want to cancel out. I'm going to make another separate dimensional analysis review. Make sure that you put your units on the top and bottom to cancel out. Also note a particle could be an atom or a molecule, depending on what we're looking for. Alright, in order to figure out the mass of 1 mole, it'll be the molar mass. This is going to be the bottom number of your periodic table. For instance, if you look at carbon, bottom number says 12, that's how much 1 mole of carbon will weigh in grams. So if I look at carbon atoms, 12 grams. 1 mole of magnesium, bottom number says 24.3. 1 mole of copper is 63.5. Please check your periodic tables and confirm these numbers. Alright, if I want to find the molar mass of molecules and compounds, you're just going to take the sum of the atomic masses of every element we're looking for. So let's say we're looking at 1 mole of calcium chloride, CaCl2. The reason why it's CaCl2 is a review. Ca is a +2 charge, Cl is a -1. Since I have 2 of them, I need to crisscross and have CaCl2. Essentially, in order to find the molar mass, you take 1 mole of calcium, which weighs 40.1 grams. 2 moles of Cl will be 35.5 times 2. That equals 111 grams per mole if you add it all up. Another example, 1 mole of N2O4, you'll do 14 for N times 2 of them, plus 16 times 4 of them to get your oxygen. Please use your calculators and check these answers. In order to do calculations with molar mass, if you're given grams and you're converting to moles, you will divide. If you have moles and you're going to grams, you're going to multiply. Get it? Multiply. Alright, here's a quick one. Let's say I have 10 moles of carbon, and I want to figure out how heavy it is. So I put moles of carbon on the top. You want to put the same unit on the bottom to cancel it out. So moles carbon on the bottom and grams on the top to cancel out your moles. Next, just use your conversion factor. 1 mole is equal to 12 grams. When you multiply, get it, multiply, you're going to do 10 times 12 or 120 grams. Now 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles equals 1 mole. You can convert to moles and then moles to grams. Very key point here, you cannot go directly from atoms to grams, you have to get your moles first. For example, how many atoms of copper are present in 35.4 grams of copper? First start with 35.4 grams, hit the same unit below to cancel it out. 63.5 grams is equal to 1 mole, that's on the bottom of your periodic table. And 1 mole is equal to 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd number of atoms. You multiply all the tops, divide by the bottom, you get your answer. Please check your work.